Maxim number 30. Women will not hold it against you for trying to get into their panties on the first night. In fact, they will respect you more for your boldness and willingness to follow your manly desires. And this falls under yesterday's maxim, also number 17, which mentioned that boldness or the propensity to take action will beat neatness in game or in seduction every time. And this is one of the keys: is women will not hold it against you for at least trying to get into their panties on the first night. But if you don't try, if you don't go in for the kiss, you don't escalate physically, you don't move forward in some romantic manner, you break out of the friend zone and give her a very exact, specific identifier that you're there to move her to sex, she can and will hold it against you. Not all girls. I mean, a lot of girls are like somewhat cool. They'll give you a second chance. They want you to win. That's what you got to remember. But they will also not hold it against you for at least giving it a shot. And that's why we tell guys always, 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 even if you're using like a 2-step or a 2-date program, where you size them up on the first date, you meet up for drinks and never more than 45 minutes or an hour. But we always encourage guys to still go in for the kiss close just to escalate physically, should it be at the right time. Again, always take context, but you should have kind of a set of rules in each meetup that you follow, and you want to hit certain like landmarks in the seduction. And we always say you got to physically move them down the road. Remember, women are not going to take any initiative whatsoever to physically escalate ever. They'll show you indications of interest, but they're not going to lean in for the kiss. They're not going to invite you back to their apartment if they've never touched you. You have to make things happen. The anomalies where the girl does take action proves the rule. You need to be taking action and moving her towards sex physically and mentally, or it's not going to happen. Again, women are passive, men are active. Women are acted upon, men are the actors. So she's not going to hold it against you for actually doing what comes naturally, which is taking the initiative and moving her towards sex. In fact, they appreciate it, especially when you make it easy for them to go from complete stranger to in your bed within a few hours. That everyone benefits from that. They will, though, this is a kicker, they will respect you more for your boldness and willingness to follow your manly desires. There's a thing called escalation windows, where there's a certain window of time where you can move them up physically. You can escalate physically. And if you don't, they can and will hold it against you. That's why you have to be, what would you say, have that propensity for action, have that propensity for moving her, because every guy that's ran any number of women has held back on a woman for whatever reason. He may not be feeling it. He may misread her. He may, just make a mistake and treat her like differently than he would treat any other girl, which is always a mistake, and won't escalate when she's actually open to escalation. And when you do that and the window closes, it usually closes permanently. So it always benefits you, and it always benefits her for you to have a propensity for action, to take her hand, to grab her by the back of the elbow, to move her from one section of the place to the other, to get compliance, and to move her towards sex, to ask her, hey, you want to come up for a nightcap? Do you want to come up and see my guitar collection? Do you want to see my artwork? Anything, any plausible deniability to move her to someplace that you two can become intimate. That's your job. And everyone, like I said, everyone benefits when you take action. And again, women, they know that you naturally want to have sex. They've they've gotten ready for 4 hours to do this meetup. They bought new shoes. They left work early. They've taken a shower. They've taken 3 hours to get ready. And then they drive over and walk a quarter mile to get to the venue to meet you for the first time. The least you can do is move her towards sex and send her home well banged. That's the least you can do. And so that is why they will not hold it against you for trying to get into their panties on the first night. In fact, women will respect you more for your boldness and willingness to follow your manly desires. And that's what separates the sex. You are the actor. Women are acted upon. And so just know that that's your role, and no one will hold it against you. Guys get all kinds of bent out of shape. They're like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to think I'm too aggressive. There's none of that. They'll let you know. It's like we always say, bang her as hard as you can. She'll let you know if it's too hard. So give it everything you got. And then if she needs you to back off, she'll let you know. If you're moving too fast, she'll let you know. But it's like one of the guys says, the girl can always slow you down. She can't speed you up though. So she can always slow you down. So it's better to have a leaning in towards action, and then she can slow you down, but she can't speed you up. And that kind of aggravates girls. And sometimes you can fumble the ball. So focus on what you can do and what does work. You want to have a propensity for action. The women will not hold it against you. They'll pretend sometimes. You can ignore that. Again, they would rather you be bold than meek. And that always benefits everyone. So Maxim number 30, in a nutshell,